What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The Seven from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The Seven is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The Seven podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
We're less than a month from the beginning of spring, and fashion experts say it's time to rid yourself of something that's been out of style, they said, since 2023. Now, some of us in the studio wear this because it's cold in here.
You gotta chill out with the camouflage.
Camo is out. I feel like camo is so in right now.
Oh, it's
John Jay
not.
hates my camo jacket for years, and I will never stop wearing it just because of that.
It says it's out since 2023, which isn't that long ago.
I'm shocked skinny jeans isn't the one. I feel like that's the one we hear about, is that skinny jeans are out.
By the way, if you're feeling stressed, people find this very relaxing. It's a video of a guy. He's hydrating rocks. This is trending on Instagram. All he does, and I watch one of these videos, is he rubs the rocks down with a wet sponge, and people find it soothing. So this is what you're listening to, but just know it's a guy with a sponge.
Sounds nice. It's like a tiny little babbling brook without the babbling or the brook.
How bored is that guy who's like, let me wash down these rocks?
And film it.
How bored are the people that are watching it and making it go viral?
I know, that too. I have to believe that's just scrolling and scrolling. What's this? But I found myself yesterday just doom scrolling for no reason.
Yeah.
You know, like when you get on Reels and then you just scroll on a reel.
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
then it just starts feeding you things.
And then I'll go, send that to Kyle. Send that to Kyle. Then I'll go, send it to my wife. Send it to Kyle. Send it to my wife. Neither of them respond to me.
It's fun to like doom scroll on TikTok, because if you go on TikTok and then you end up on like the search page, eventually your search page turns into like something totally off your algorithm and you forget that you're on the search page, and then you go back to normalcy and you're like, that was really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a whole thing.
Speaking of really weird, I was talking about how my house was sick. There's something going around, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. And I'm trying to not get it. But then Peyton went to like a whole new level.
Yeah, it was actually really weird. I don't know if it's a sickness because I haven't been feeling sick, but it's definitely like my body's having a really weird reaction. So last week, like early last week, before I left to go on my trip to Europe, I got a bug bite, and I noticed it was like on like the back of my leg, and I didn't really mess with it. And so I kind of just like left it alone. And then I went to Europe, and my first day in Europe, I broke out in this like huge rash across my chest, and it was like going up my neck, down my arm. I was like, okay, that was weird. I like was like using Benadryl. Like, I mean, I didn't have a doctor. Like, I'm literally across the world right now. I'm trying to maintain this rash. And so I get back home, and I'm like just getting out of the shower, and my boyfriend Kadeem, he goes, "What is that on your leg?" And I was like, "Oh, I got a bug bite like a week ago." And I turned around and I looked at my bug bite, and my bug bite like looked like, Kadeem literally explained it like it looked like a bullet hole that was like healing over. Like, it's disgusting.
Probably spider bite.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
gnarly. That's what I thought. I was like, spider bite maybe. And then I started thinking, I was like, okay, right before I turned 21, I got MRSA. And I had like a huge MRSA flare-up. And then I was able to like get it contained, controlled. I haven't had another flare-up. But then I texted one of my best friends, Haley. She's a doctor. I was like sending her all pictures of all these things on my body. I'm like, are these related? And she's like, probably. Like, you probably need to go to the doctor. Because like the thing on the back of my leg, you guys, is gnarly. Like gnarly.
If it's one of those brown recluse spider bites,
You're
those
gonna die.
things. Those things can get real bad.
Yeah.
But in a week, don't they already
probably.
basically eat up your skin?
Yeah, I had one on my leg when I was 15, and it made the skin around it turn gray.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
crazy.
Okay, so mine's not that bad, but it does not look like a regular bug bite that just like scabbed over. Like, it's seriously.
So you have pictures of it?
I do.
Come on, post.
No,
Did it get
I'm not-
Why don't you take
infected?
the-
I am not
Wait.
posting.
Can I
the
see?
pictures
Can I
of it.
see?
Yeah.
Take the
Your leg?
picture. Take
Yeah.
the picture and
Oh, you can't-
send it to your ChatGPT and see what it says.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
And then
I
look-
wouldn't trust ChatGPT to
Okay,
diagnose
this
that.
is
Just for
actually
fun,
this is should I actually show you guys? This is so
Yes.
gross. Like, look at how gross that is. Like on my
Or
leg.
like it's like a scab.
Yeah, and it's actually, this picture doesn't do it justice. It looks way worse in person. I mean, I would show you
But-
guys.
but
but
would
I-
you- but
Did you
wait,
itch it a lot or something?
No, I didn't touch it. I literally left it alone.
But you went to Europe with it, and then you had rash all over your chest, and you
All
came back,
over
but
my
it was
chest.
the rash is gone. You still have that though on your leg.
Rash is starting to chill out a little bit. I still have the rash. Like, I had to put cortisone cream on my chest this morning.
Dang. Dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
don't know what's going on.
We're a really good show, and we always like playing the game, Does This Look Infected? We're all over that. And yes, it does. I say yes, it looks infected.
Okay,
You
so
probably need some professional
I'll
help.
probably go to urgent care after the show.
Just for fun, put it in ChatGPT. See what it says.
And see, so I should put the bite into ChatGPT.
And
Okay.
put the picture in the ChatGPT and see, because what you're the one that showed me this thing on where it comes up with your hashtags and it comes up.
Yeah, on Instagram.
No, yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you say you put it on ChatGPT on something. I forget what file it is, and then see what it says. If it goes, hey, I want to post this. What should I say? It'll be like herpes simplex 10 hashtag
Jeez.
hashtag something hashtag.
It does do that. Okay, I just sent it to ChatGPT. I said, what could this be from? It says, I'm not a doctor, but this appears to be a healing wound or lesion. Gross. It says, first thing it says is bug bite or spider bite. And then skin infection.
Ask it. So are you going to die?
So am I
Because
gonna
we're
die?
interviewing for Jenna's position. We interviewed for two different positions.
Let's
Oh my
see.
gosh.
Peyton got bit by a
Jeez.
spider. She might die. We need
It's all
someone-
over the room. If that's the
Terrible.
brown recluse,
Okay,
that's bad.
no, I'm not going to die. That's what ChatGPT said. With
She's
an
gonna live.
exclamation point.
What?
She's gonna live.
She's going to live. You asked if you're going to die?
Yeah. And it said, no, you're not going to die. Exclamation point.
Oh, man. Anyway.
So I'll go to urgent care and keep you guys updated.
So I was going to say, you know how I get up really, really early in the morning, and you guys do too, I think. And when I walk outside to go do my normal routine, which is hot tub, cold plunge, right? I always have this vision of me opening the door. Every once in a while, I have this vision of me opening the door and somebody just cold cocking me, punching me in the face, and coming to my house and robbing
That's
my house.
terrifying.
But
Paranoia.
I don't really have anything that you could rob. Honest to God, there's nothing to rob from my house. But still, I always think that. So the other day, I opened up the door to go out there, and I hear like above me, scared the hell out of me, especially when I thought I was going to get punched, right? And I was like, oh my God, what is that? Is it a bird? So I turn on lights and I don't see the bird. And it was big. It was a big, it was
Maybe an owl.
So I thought, maybe an owl is what I thought. And then I looked and I thought, I think that's a bat. So maybe a bat bit you, Peyton.
Oh, maybe. That would be, I don't think a bat was in my house, but maybe.
You don't
I
think a
guess.
bat could be? There was a bat in my house one time. How do you know it's not a bat? How do you know a bat was not in your house?
I mean, I feel like I would know if there was a bat in my house.
Does a bat bite give you the same reaction as a bug bite?
I don't know. Ask ChatGPT.
Do you have any superhero-like powers now?
Not yet. Just
you
a
changed?
positive attitude.
Okay, that's good.
Because
To
Kyle,
a
don't you
bug.
have some bad information?
Well, I was actually sitting outside yesterday evening. The kids were like on their bikes, and Scott was sitting next to me, and I saw these like birds flying around. Normal for our house, because right behind our house is like a bird preserve, so we get all kinds of like cool birds, which I think is why my husband has now become this weird bird watcher. And he's like seeing them fly around, and Easton comes up to me and goes, "Mommy, look at that up there. That's a bat." And I was like, "I think that's just a bird." And Scott goes, "Those are bats." I was like, "I don't think so. That's like in Transylvania. We're in Chandler, and it's the evening, not the middle of the night." And my husband's like, "Those are bats." And there was like a bunch of little tiny bats just flying around. And he's like, "They're eating the bugs." I'm like, But aren't they, like, they're nocturnal. They shouldn't be awake right now, number
Right.
one. And number two, like, where do they live? Where are they going?
Under the bridge.
What bridge? What bridge?
Yeah, where do they live? Good point.
Right? Like,
In the trees, maybe?
In the
during
belfry.
the day, where are said
In a
bats?
castle? Some castle somewhere?
Oh, seriously.
I always find it so crazy when birds are flying at night, and then I do realize, like, those are definitely bats.
Isn't there like a famous bridge in Scottsdale where they all come out like every single night
Oh, that's
in the
scary.
spring?
I don't want to go
Somebody's got to
there.
know about that. Yeah, it's like a whole thing. You could go watch them.
That's wild. I just
Yeah.
don't like. I think my mind won't let me believe we have bats.
There was a bat one time in my apartment, and my dad had to help me catch it and throw it out. It was crazy. 'Cause
Really?
I thought bats, bite you, you die. So it was like and in fact, I have video of it too. What if I can
kinda
find
scary.
that video? Yeah. And my dad caught the bat and let it out. We were on the 25th floor of a building, and he caught it and threw it outside, and it took off. It was daytime. I'm sure the bat was like, "Wait, it's sunny outside." Ah!
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at thrivent.com.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The 7 from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The 7 is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The 7 podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.